Pathfinder 2nd Edition with the Built for Adventure crew. We're super excited to be jumping back in tonight, see what's going on down here in the Citadel. Let's see that sweet intro.
Summon the heroes. Vorak, Cadbury, Finiana, Axiom, Sorali. Together, they are built for adventure.
What is up? I love it. I need to redo that with all your new models because your new models are awesome, and I want to show those off in that intro as well. So everybody is here, and we are hanging out, and we are excited about life and about jumping back in. Does anybody want to earn their extra hero point and give us a recap from last week?
Cadbury does.
I do not. I was not here the entire time.
I think Sarah Lee does. Oh, sorry. Probably does.
Probably does. I'm trying to remember what we did.
Well, you cut off my hand.
No, your hand was intact the whole time.
All right, I got you guys. I'm gonna do it, but if I do it, I'm gonna get the hero point, and I'll be able to re-roll something.
I can do it.
All right, yeah, go for it, Lorak.
Who spelled my name like that? Get out of here.
Alright. Yeah.
That took me way too long on the character map.
So,
Last time on Pathfinder.
we headed to... So we started off back in town.
Yeah.
Because we were resting. We had just finished clearing of the Citadel Altaria. The upper levels, that's correct. And so we visited Breach Hill Archives and talked to Jor-El Blacktusk. And he gave us some money, and he's investigating the Growlithe corpse that we brought back. And yeah, basically walked around town and did some miscellaneous things, bought some stuff, sold some stuff.
Stuff is stuff.
Did some stuff. And then now we're back to the Citadel. We have to clear out the lower floors for the Bramble Brashers, because that is where their home actually is. And we're on our way to fight Big Bramble. There's a giant grizzly bear.
Mm-hmm.
And killed some stuff down here and got some...
What kind of stuff have you killed?
Please don't leave me! Please don't leave me!
We got we killed a spirit doll.
Yeah. That thing was
And
great.
some
Didn't
birds.
sleep this whole week.
I did not like being that thing at all. That was...
Well,
Killed some birds, also from the Mwangi Expanse, which is a common theme so far that we've seen.
Mhm.
So there might be some weirdness with that going on in the future.
like a portal.
Gates.
What about that thing that
maybe.
ate you?
There was a big giant slime.
Yeah.
Yes,
Slime
that
block.
is correct.
Lime Jello.
Ate three of us actually,
Mm.
not just me.
And who freed them from the slime jello?
It was mostly me.
I feel like that's not true. That's a lie.
It was mostly our.
That's a lie.
Our
Is that
famous,
Doctor Who?
Our famous ranger over here.
What's his name? Say his name correctly.
His name is Mr. Axiom.
That's correct, sir. Put some respect on his name.
Okay.
His name is Mr. Axiom.
I actually really enjoyed that voice more than I probably should have.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
That was good.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
now we're left off in this room here. Just killed the giant slime. Dropped a +1 Great X for me.
No, it wasn't dropped for you.
For you.
You just took it. Let's
Well-
all get it twisted.
Who's gonna use a Great X here?
We're
Let's
going to
be-
sell it.
That's true.
Huge.
Let's be real.
I mean,
Huge profits.
Alec could use one.
Yeah, he
Uh,
could,
no,
but
uh,
I don't trust him.
So let's
Same.
remind you a couple of things that are going on in this room. First of all, there There are some dead frog men laying on the ground around here, and the corpse of one that was inside the gelatinous cube.
Yes, a boggart.
As well, and those are boggarts.
Boggard?
Boggard.
Boggart?
Boggard. Boggard. Because a boggart is a thing that turns into your worst fear from Harry Potter. It's a different thing altogether. Although frog people, that's pretty scary, except for like Mondo Gecko, but he wasn't a frog people. He was lizard people. So you were hanging out in here. You killed the slime that came out of the other room where Cadbury went and opened the door and then just hung out in the doorway making a lot of noise. What would you like to do now?
Axiom here. Is there anything we could be searching the room for?
Well, you'd have to tell me what you're trying to search the room for.
I don't know. It's a room I've never been in, so I'd like to search it.
Who are you and what did you do with Axiom?
Axiom here. It's the same guy. I've been
We're not
fooling
talking
you.
about it.
You're just accepting it as part of the world, Glorak. If you've been here on time, you've known that.
Okay.
I'd like to search the room, please.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. We can search the room. And so there are a lot of different checks for your search check, your seek check. I'm going to let you guys roll that because all the secret checks, I like rolling dice, and I know that you do as well. I would rather have you guys roll a die there so I can see it and you can see it, and then I can tell you what's going on that just from watching and listening to a couple of other Pathfinder 2nd Edition stuff. There are some secret checks, but this is one that I want you to go ahead and roll. So roll a perception check for me.
I will do it. Let's try it again. That's a bloody 16.
Yeah, awesome. So you look around and you check out the cultist body. Like you go and you riffle around on those boggards, and you don't really see anything of note on them. Like they've been stripped of weapons and they've been stripped of any rations, anything worth having. But around them on the floor are some polished obsidian figurines. If you wanted to spend about 20 minutes picking those up, you could do that. And, they're figurines that are shaped kind of like Hell Knights in full plate. The Hell Knight signifier in spellcasting robes, and then some just general featureless humanoids. If you want to spend some time doing that, like I said, it'll take about 20 minutes, but those figurines would probably sell for around 20 gold.
Oh. Oh.
There you go.
Axiom would like to do that.
All right.
At least maybe one or two.
While he is spending that 20 minutes, is there anything else you guys want to do?
How are we looking on health?
I'm gonna say yeah.
Is anybody not feeling well that could use a 10-minute heal up?
I'm not feeling great. That cube kind of got to me.
Yeah, I would like to spend... It's 10 minutes, right?
Yep, 10 minutes.
To treat wounds?
Yeah, I'd like to give it an attempt at treating wounds.
I will definitely attempt.
So,
Hey. So I did... Wait, I healed 10? Is that how that works?
2d8 plus 0 for treat wounds, yeah.
Okay.
so Patrick, do I add those to my inventory, or is that something you're going to do?
Just add 20 gold. I'm not going to remember to... It'll be fine.
So you just want me to add 20 gold
So-
to it? Okay.
Yeah.
I can do that,
He
bro.
said, okay.
I'm not even going to fight you on that.
Yeah. I mean, if you want, I can make you some obsidian figurines, and you
No,
can
no,
have
no.
them, and then you can haggle with Tink later to try and sell them.
No, bro.
Trink.
Frink.
Crink
I'm good with
Crink
this.
with a C, with a K.
Just give me.
So-
Axiom just wants to get paid.
So, Finiana, hopefully my healing hands touch you with 14.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay.
All right.
That does
and
that.
Finiana is healed all the way up. And Lorak, was yours on you?
Yeah.
And you're healed all the way up. Oh, Finiana, why does your health go down so far?
Because I was adding in my own health when you added in my health.
Oh,
And so I left it at 2 instead of 23, and then
yeah. That'll do it every time.
I coughed. Everybody was a little worried.
Yeah. But other than those figurines, you don't really see anything else in this room.
Thank you, Sir Ali, for your continuous aid.
You're welcome.
Now, y'all checked out the boggards before, right?
Yeah. Is anybody else still
Like, you were
hurt?
in
That
the
we can.
middle of doing that,
Mhm.
I believe. And we talked about the talon-like insignia that they wear.
Yeah.
And that they're from Mwangai Expanse.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Is anybody else
And I
still
told
injured?
you that they were Cinder Claws,
Yeah.
which sounds like Santa Claus, but it's not.
They bring terrible gifts.
Yeah. All right. So Lorak jumped up on the table. There.
How's
Sorry.
everyone else's health?
mean-
Because I got another cure.
Apparently, WSD works for
I have.
movement.
Oh, it does. Nice.
That's what I use.
I did
I
not
just-
know.
Well, you used
Click
to
on
have,
it and-
you used to have to select your person and then use those. You
Oh,
couldn't
yeah.
just do it. Now you can just do it.
Cadbury, how's your health?
I gotta tell you guys, Foundry
I'm down
did
4.
a lot of awesome things in this update, and I'm excited to try some of them out. But there are
You can
some
do
things that have changed. One of the things is with Lorak's +1 axe. What that gives him is +1 to attack, and I am not sure. Oh no, it is giving it to you still. Okay,
Yep.
it's still giving it to you. Perfect. I didn't know because I thought that was a dynamic effects thing, but it's actually a built-in.
Is it a +1 striking?
It is just +1, so that's +1 for foundational +1. Anyway,
Right.
So yeah, it's just +1, so it adds +1 to the attack roll.
Cool.
Mm.
That's all. All right. So, what are you guys doing now?
I don't know, but whatever it is, I really hope our crits count today.
To be fair, the
Yeah.
AC of that slime was only 8,
Yeah.
so critting against him wasn't very difficult.
But we rolled like 4 20s against him,
It's true.
like not 20s.
It's true.
I think I'm gonna walk up to this door.
Why don't we search the other room before we?
Which other
The
room?
one.
Well,
well,
The one that's
Yeah.
open? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you
I
guys
think-
went in there.
We didn't really search
They
it.
walked in and then turned around and walked out.
Well,
and got
there's
slime.
Got
giant.
attacked by a slime.
And they got
Fine.
attacked
You-
by. They didn't ever
you
actually
can't-
walk all the way out. They
You
just-
can't do that on television, so that's what happens.
Sorry, what?
Well done. Well
You
done.
can get slimed on television.
So
only if you say I don't know.
Hey, Patrick.
Yes, sir.
Axiom would like to maybe see if he can retrieve an arrow or two before we get moving. Is that possible?
Yeah, man. Roll me a.
Roll me an arrow check.
Survival check.
Revival?
Oh,
Axiom could make
survival.
do of an arrow check at this point.
Hey, man.
Hey,
You just try not to step on traps, okay?
I do.
Sure,
I do. Try to not step on traps.
How many are you down? You found half of whatever you shot.
All right, I guess that gives me 2 or I think I can carry 30 arrows, I think.
Well, I don't know how many you were taking before.
All right, I'll just get 2. 2's
Yeah.
fine, because that gives... All right, cool, thanks.
Works for me.
Back in character.
Perfect.
Hey, Axiom, you might want to dip the heads of those arrows in this slime. It might give you an advantage against something you're attacking.
Hey,
Flammer
Finiana.
bonus.
Thanks, Finiana. I might consider that.
Cheerio.
Now you're making Cheerios? What's going on?
So we're not
Honey,
making...
honey nut
Hey,
Cheerios.
hey, that's meta-knowledge. You can't use that here.
All right, so what else are you guys doing?
all right. So I went to open this door
Okay.
and Cadbury was like, "No."
I think you should try opening that door with your new axe.
Yeah.
Definitely did not.
So I guess we'll go down. I don't know. What are you guys doing?
Let's go south to this room here. See what's in there.
Sounds good.
Would you like me to lead?
Sure, why
Good
not?
idea.
Always.
Alright, follow me.
And I'm just gonna walk in the room here.
Okay. As you enter this room, you see a lot of detritus of things that were once useful. Toppled armor racks scattered about this room, some anvils, some hammers, tool sets. You see a forge in the corner. This was clearly the armory where they would come in and repair their weapons and armor. There doesn't seem to be anything worthwhile still hanging out in here.
Can I do a perception check just to see if there's anything
Yeah, absolutely.
kind of hiding in a corner or
Absolutely.
getting ready
Go
to
ahead
attack
and
us?
roll that for me.
Just perception?
Just perception.
Oof.
Yeah, you look around and you see some detritus and things just. No, you don't you are pretty certain that there's like this would be a good place to come maybe to work on some stuff later, but for right now this room's kind of useless.
Cool.
Do you see any more slimes? They can be a little, well hidden.
No, but I see another door. Let's go down there.
Alright.
I'm just gonna make my way down
Downtown?
down to this door here.
All right.
Walking
Going
fast.
downtown.
And I'm gonna open it. Whatcha?
Abruptly.
All right. Do it abruptly. It's better when you do it that way. As you enter into this, it's just an entry hall, and it's decorated with remnants of homages to the Order of the Nails, most storied deeds, tall oil paintings, most of which have been terribly damaged, but are still a little bit recognizable. You know, they depict Hell Knights gaining the upper hand in clashes with bandits or opposing armies, or Hell Knights fighting terrible monsters and demons.
Okay. So it's just basically a hall of paintings.
A hall of ruined paintings.
Gotcha.
Where is Alec?
He's coming.
All right, cool.
I just forgot that I have to move him.
Have to keep
Okay.
an eye on that one.
I guess
He's not turning around. There we go.
All of us using the buttons is hilarious. They're using the.
Click, click, click. Yep. As Alec walks into the room, he immediately heads over to a painting that's hanging on this far wall, and he just kind of stands there staring at it. The painting depicts 3 Hell Knights battling a black dragon in an ominous swamp. As a 4th Hell Knight leaps from a rise behind the dragon with her halberd raised, ready to bear down on the dragon's back, while a robed Hell Knight in the background attends to a wounded knight in the corner of the painting. And it's the only painting that is still in any shape of, you know, like worthwhileness. Like it's the only painting that's any good at all. And as you see Alex staring at it, you see down in the bottom corner that it has been signed by the artist R. Stagram.
Oh, his dad painted it.
His great uncle.
Ah.
It was his great uncle, who is a talented painter as well as an Order of the Nail. And Alec looks at the painting and he says, "I did not know any of Uncle Richard's paintings still existed. This is beautiful." Somebody give me a society check real quick.
I have a 7+.
Yeah, that's not me. It's somebody else. Mine's a 0. If yours is a, so yeah, there you go.
So, Cadbury, as you walk up beside him, you know, you're kind of looking at the painting with him, and you know, because of the content and because of the artistic nature of the painting, that if you could get it down and get it out of here, that it would take about 20 minutes of careful work. You could remove it from its frame and roll it up. You could take it to a dealer in town and get probably 25 gold for it.
Is it worth the wrath of him?
Is Alec okay with that?
I would ask him.
You would have to talk to him and
How
find
are you?
out.
I got you covered, Cadbury. Hope it works out for you.
I don't trust him.
You're gonna have to talk to Alec in order to, if you want to move forward with
I mean,
that.
you don't have to. You can just
Alright.
start
If
doing
you,
it.
yeah, if you just go start ripping it out, that may be a thing to do. But
Actually,
Well,
I'm going to do that. I'm gonna start by pulling it down.
Like, carefully? Or.
I'm yeah, careful. Like I want to sit. I want to preserve it, but also I want to see what Alec does.
I'll put the painting out there. Don't pick it up yet. Mainly because I don't know if it's going to break your character sheet right now.
It probably will.
So just ignore that for right now because of things changing in the updates. I didn't test that. But as you walk over to it, and I'm assuming you get up on your tiptoes to kind of reach the bottom of the painting, and you start pulling it off. Alec just kind of looks at you and says, "What are you doing?"
Well, I want to preserve it. Don't you want to preserve it?
Yes. But it is
So-
hung here for these last 7 years with nothing bothering it. This is where my uncle would want it to stay.
Do you see the other ones around here?
Yes. This
Would you-
is not the way. This is not the method that the Hell Knights would prefer. Such great art destroyed.
So let me preserve it.
Yes, I will allow you to do this as long as you are respectful and careful.
Yes.
I need to roll. I need you to roll me a dexterity check. So you pull the painting down and you take out your dagger or your long sword. I don't know what you're going to use, and you slowly cut around the entirety of the painting, and you roll it up nice and neat, and you sling it on your back.
Mhm.
And the whole while, Alec is just kind of giving you the side eye, but is holding his tongue, and doing that. And I'm gonna give you a different painting that's not been left on the
Okay.
the
That
thing.
works.
That should have dropped on your inventory now, and that way, if just in case that was broken, we don't break your character.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, and so you have an opportunity to try and sell that later, if you want to, and that's. Go ahead.
I was just saying. I was just agreeing.
No, I thought Sorali was saying something.
well, I was going to say you're going to preserve it. I did quotations.
Hey.
I mean,
Shush.
Is this
Are
not
you worried
something?
about it becoming damaged between here and the city?
that is a great point. How will you keep that safe, small one?
I'll stand back.
If that becomes damaged, I will be very disappointed.
Well, then stand in front of me.
That's a fair point, actually.
I do not like your attitude, little gnome.
That makes two of us.
I agree with you.
Alec, what are your intentions with the painting?
I'm sorry, Elf. You sound different.
I had a beer before lunch. Just go with it.
Well, as long as the art of the painting is preserved and my uncle's work can be enjoyed by others, I'm fine with whatever happens.
All right then. Let's carry on.
As they're having this conversation, I'm just gonna exit this door here and go back to the main room.
Okay. And Alex will come along too.
Oh, Alex.
I feel like Lorak wouldn't really care too much about a painting.
No.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. How are we going next?
You want to go north through this door?
Yeah, let's do that.
Mhm.
I'll walk up.
Did I ever pick up that copper coin that had light cast on it?
I think you did.
Okay, cool. Then I have that.
It should
Oh
be
yeah,
a-
because it's
it's
a
a
dagger
dagger.
on my person.
Yeah.
That's
You
right.
should rename it Coin.
Word.
Yeah, his axe is still lit up, correct?
It is.
Open this door. I'm gonna head on through.
As you go in, you see basically the same scene you saw in the hall on the other side. This is just another entryway lined with destroyed art of the Hell Knights.
Little detritus everywhere.
Yes, lots of detritus. Actually, that was in the armory room. In this room, it's just ripped and torn paintings.
Gotcha.
Any good paintings that maybe Cadbury would like to preserve?
No, the only one that was still viable was that one in the other hall.
Okay. All right. I will open this next door.
All right. As you open this door,
Here we go.
We die.
you opening it?
Can I open it?
Yeah.
Okay.
As you
Ah!
as you open this door, you see empty weapon racks lining the halls of the room, and repair forges long abandoned, sent coldly toward the back. And there is a banner
Dragon.
scrolled up on the wall. That can anyone read dragon? Does anybody have
No.
dragon as
I
a
think I do
language?
have Draconic, but I think I might be too far away.
I do not.
Why don't you walk up there real quick, Finiana, as this happens? We'll pretend like this is happening very quickly, that you were already there. And what you see on the banner is scrolled in very harsh Draconic, "Beware the mighty dragons."
Ooh.
And two little dragon-looking creatures come barreling towards you, both screaming in Draconic, so you're going to have to tell everybody else what's going on. We are dragons, and we want your meats!
Sorry. What?
What do
We
they
are
want?
dragons, and we want your meats!
Oh,
But there's
Anybody have any meat on them?
Are they named Hillshire and
you
Farm?
guys are going to roll for initiative.
She
were
sounds
just-
strangely like Helba for some odd reason.
They wanted bacon strips. Dogs don't know it's not bacon.
I can-
Yeah, myself, but I don't have thumbs.
Man, look at all those 20s.
Better save those boys.
All right. So as they come screaming, running towards you. Cadbury is the first to notice and the first to get ready, and is up first to see what happens.
I get the banner. I just want to see it happen. Let's see. I guess I'll do recon knowledge.
Yeah, we can do that.
Nature.
Yeah, what's your nature modifier?
No, give me a second. If my sheet works, there it is. Okay. Everything's just a little bit slower. 3.
All right. So as you look in and you see the creatures, they are about the same height as you are. Not much taller than that. Did I make that? There was a macro that I thought about making because I saw it, and then I was like, oh, did I? But I didn't actually make it. All right, so I got to do it this way. Want to be able to show you what this guy looks like. You guys are looking first at. Oh, is that loading for you guys?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Yes.
I'm gonna reload this for him. It's not working for Sorbot. Can't see nothing.
It's just blank. It popped up with something, but
Maybe this is a little red guy.
now let me refresh too.
It's got a little.
Is that Mark Zuckerberg?
I don't know. His pocket's full of Zuckerbucks.
I'm looking on the screen now. It does kind of look like it, like him.
Huh. I must not know who Mark Zuckerberg is. I thought he was the Facebook guy.
He is the
Is.
Facebook guy.
He's one of the lizard people
I was being funny.
who run.
No, I was being funny.
He's being facetious.
So you look and you see this guy, and you know, because you know a little bit about dragons and about things, that this is probably a fire kobold, which means that fire's probably not going to do a whole lot to him.
Talking to me. I know this.
Yeah, because you're the one that did the recall knowledge.
Well, good. I was making sure. Hey guys, don't use fire. I mean, yeah.
Say
Really
Finiana first.
I can't. I was trying to avoid doing that.
No, say Finiana first.
Finiana, Laura.
Finiana.
Finiana.
Like you Italian right there.
Get
Come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
Hey, be kind to Phil, so he wants to keep playing with us.
I have a button in my turn.
I enjoy it.
No, you don't have a button?
That's
Yeah,
what
we're
I
not
asked.
in combat. It looks like.
No, we're in combat. It just may not have got module not have gotten put back in or updated. I didn't test everything, like I said.
I guess. Yeah,
So
I guess.
I'll just keep running combat. Lorak,
Okay.
you
Be careful, Lorak.
are up next.
Yeah. I'm going to, upon seeing them go into a rage, a draconic rage, because I heard that they were weak to fire or strong against fire. So, yeah, and then I'm just gonna walk forward into the room here. I'm gonna go here
Okay.
and attack this one, the red kobold.
Can you not see his name?
I can.
Zarf?
Zarf. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Snarf, snarf.
Zarf.
Zarf
And
and
yeah, I'm gonna swing with my great axe.
Thunder, thunder.
Thundercats.
All right. So you do in fact hit Zarf.
Okay.
Zarf.
And you hit him for 17 damage.
Nice.
Oh wait,
So
do it twice because I hit it wrong. So you hit him for 17 damage, and immediately Zarf starts yelling and screaming and hopping around. And Finiana can hear what he's saying, and Zarf saying, "Oh, but, Zarf was he was kidding. I'm not really a mighty dragon. I'm just very hungry. Please don't hit me more with the axe thing. Please stop." And he's just jumping around and would really like to get out of combat.
well, I just hear him screaming, so I don't, not really sure, and I'm raging, so
So you would probably hit him again.
yeah, I'm
Unless you
gonna,
want to intervene there, Finiana.
I'm gonna
Order of combat.
I'm gonna swing again.
All right.
Oh, wrong button. Minus 5 from that.
All right. So that is a miss.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and that was my last action.
All right, because you moved and then.
Wait,
You couldn't
I
have done
shouldn't
it
have-
anyway
I
because you
shouldn't have
moved
attacked.
and then
Yeah,
you
yeah,
raged
yeah.
and then you swung. So that last action doesn't count.
My
as-
bad. My bad. My bad.
So we'll take that off. and it is now Finiana's turn, and Zarf is still hopping and jumping and screaming in Draconic. Please don't let them hurt me anymore, please, please, please. And his buddy Pib over there is going, I don't even know why we're here. What's going on? I'm not a dragon. I'm just a lizard. And he sticks his tongue out a bunch of times.
I'm gonna shoot him with my diplomacy and say,
Ooh.
if you drop your weapons and come with us, I can guarantee you more meat than you could eat for a week.
And as they hear that, Pib and Zarf both drop their weapons and throw up their hands, throwing you guys out of combat. And they say, oh, thank you, great wise one. Yes, thank you so much. We were so scared. We just want to eat something. We're not really mighty dragons.
Do you speak common?
I don't remember.
I asked them.
I'm still raging and I'm still confused, so I'm going to take another swing at this green one.
Wait, can you out of combat?
I don't know.
Yeah, you can re-enter combat at any time.
I don't know.
Technically,
Do I lose rage?
Well, I was just say once they stop being enemies, you would lose rage because
Okay.
it says because the way that rage is worded is as soon as you could rage for 10 round or for 10 rounds or until you don't see an enemy anymore. So
Okay.
what you've got to decide is whether you see an enemy still or not.
Right. So, I guess hearing. Well, I don't know. I guess my rage would just dissolve and I'd be confused.
Well, when they threw down their weapons, are they still enemies?
That's true. That's true. I saw them throw down their weapons and I was like, "What is this?" And my rage just goes away, and now I'm very confused.
They say that they're hungry, that they can't speak common.
No.
But-
Zarf walks over to you and says in Draconic, are these others safe? Is it okay to speak common with them?
Yes, it's preferable.
And after he does that, he throws his hands up in a big, broad gesture and says, see our mighty sign. And he's saying this in common now. It is written in the language of the dragons because we are mighty dragons. We are Pib and Zarf, the mighty kobolds, the kobold of fire. And he blows a little fire poof out of his mouth. and then Pib runs up all like crazy to get over there as quick as he can to jump up behind him and says, and the kobold of acid. And he spits a little bit of acid. And then they both bow and are like, we are at your service. Thank you so much for not murdering us. Do you have anything to eat? We're starving.
I hear that there's a bear nearby, and it's our goal to kill it. After we do, you can use that fancy fire trick to cook the meat and eat as much of it as you can. But you have to help us kill it.
Oh, you mean Big Bramble? That guy is crazy. The goblins got him down in here. We used to live here with the Bramble Brashers until all these frogs and monkeys started showing up.
You think he's crazy, and I gesture to Lorak.
Zarf, are you really hungry right now?
I'm starving.
There's a couple of birds out here in the hallway that, if you're not too particular about the style and what's left of them, you could have a snack on those.
That sounds delightful. And Pib and Zarf are going to both scamper out to the hallway to start munching on the emperor birds.
Well, that went better than I thought it was.
While
Going-
they're doing that, what are you guys doing?
We should follow them. I mean, if we can get them on our side.
Real quick, I'm gonna look around this room,
I want to say, yeah.
All right,
And,
give me a perception check.
see what's here. My character sheet went away because I rerolled it. 1 second. I can do it from.
Yeah, you can do
Can't
it.
I do it from this
Yeah, if
bar?
you-
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Utility, I think.
Attributes.
Attributes. Close enough.
By the way, Sadness Chan said about my diplomacy check to not ever count on doing that again.
Don't.
That seems fair. That seems
Yeah, that's
fair.
accurate.
Also, Sadness Chain?
Yeah, apparently when you crit with a nat 20, you still get Sadness Chan.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're sad, so.
Well, it's because it's a crit either way, you'll get something.
Right.
Oh.
Sadness and then Chan. I don't know what it. So you guys look around and Lorak is looking. He's checking inside the coals of the furnace, and he's looking in the little tent that Pib and Zarf once lived in, and he just sees a bunch of junk and doesn't see anything worth doing.
Okay. Then I guess I'll head back to where Pib and Zarf are.
All right.
It
They're
should
out
be
in the
full
main
by
halls.
now.
Was anybody else going to look in that room, or are you just done?
No.
Done.
All right. So as you come out here, Pib and Zarf have completely deboned, devoured, and eaten anything. They're just surrounded by a bunch of shimmering feathers, and they're laying back with their hands on their bellies, going, "Oh man, that was so much better than we ever expected." And Zarf is sitting there with his dagger, just kind of cleaning his teeth, and he's super excited. He's like, "Man, this was fantastic." And as you guys kind of come up on them, they're like, "Oh man, we haven't eaten this good since the goblins got run out. The Syndical cultists, they think they're so crazy. They're supposed to be dragon worshippers. We're dragons." And then, Pib's over there going, yeah, we're dragons for sure. And they just keep going back and forth. He's like, "But, they didn't like us, the bramble brushes. Now they were good. I like the bramble brushes. We didn't bother them. They didn't bother us. But these new guys, man, these frogs and these monkeys, they say they love dragons. But here we are, two mighty dragons of fire and acid." Yeah, I spit acid. And nothing. They just ignore us.
Where did they come from?
Well, how should I know? They were just coming up the stairs one day. We were sitting in there, minding our own business, building up our dragon horde. You may have seen it in that room if you'd have looked hard, but please leave it alone. It's ours. But, they just came barreling in one day. First there was this one frog, and we took care of him, fed him to our buddy the slime. And then, after that, well, more and more kept coming.
Are there still more in the vicinity?
Oh yeah, there's loads of them.
Whereabouts are they?
Well, there's a bunch to the north. That's where most of them have been hanging out. I think they got Big Bramble locked up in a closet somewhere, but the rest of them are just kind of running around.
So are they afraid of Bramble?
Yeah, I think they probably are. I mean, he's a pretty big bear, and he is mean as fire.
Is there a way for us to possibly sneak in there to release Bramble on the frogs?
Well, there's not really any hidden tunnels or secret entrances or anything to get there, but I can tell you, if you go through this middle passage, you'll get to Bramble the quickest.
Okay. About frogs. More frogs there.
I'm not sure, but probably.
What do you think, team? Should we release Bramble on the frogs or take care of the frogs first?
I'm probably snack size for Big Bramble, so I don't want to be anywhere near him when he's no longer contained.
I'm not on any team.
Lorax, shut up. You know you
Lorak,
are.
you got something stuck in your throat. You sound a little...
Human.
Excuse me. We're not on any team. I'm not on a team. Blah, blah, blah. And it's...
He's just getting kind of confused. I pressed the wrong button. I muted myself. He's just getting confused with himself, so he's just gonna start walking down this hallway.
Sun's getting real low, Lorak.
Wait, let's just say it before you go over there. I got something to tell you. We've got an idea.
Oh. Okay.
And Zarf is gonna run over to you, and he's gonna jump up and look you in the eye. He says, "You seem like a fiery type like me. I like you, but here's the thing: if you just go barreling in, it's not gonna turn out well. So, here's what I'll tell you. Somebody give me a diplomacy check real quick."
I got you. I can find it. Hold on. What is it? Where is it? I can never find it.
The top under skills.
I got it. Okay.
And so Zarf runs up and he basically starts telling you that they've actually scouted more than they were admitting before, because they didn't know whether you were trustworthy. But when you started to barrel down the hallway, it made them know that you were ready to go and do work. And so what they want to tell you is to be careful in the room with the curtains, because in the room with the curtains, the monkeys like to climb up in the curtains and hide. So he tells you, he says, well, look, in this next hall over, the one closer to our lair, if you go up there, there's a giant curtain that they've raised up to the ceiling, and in the curtain are monkeys. So don't get too close without worrying about the monkeys, because it is gonna not be good if you do that. So you know. And then Pip yells across the room, "Hey, Zarf, you're using my voice again. Please stop." And then Zarf says, "Oh, sorry, I forgot. We are trying to be two different mighty dragons."
You've been hanging out with Helba too much, haven't you, Zarf?
Okay.
Zar.
"What do you want, small one? Bow before me and worship."
Shush. You said
"I
it.
will burn your toes off."
Thank you. You said that they're in a curtain?
Yeah, a curtain is a piece of fabric that you use to cover things up.
Fabric. And you're the dragon of what?
I am the dragon of fire and majesty.
Zarf, I think we can help each other out, buddy.
I like what you're thinking about, Cadbury. Keep going.
It's not so much of a surprise attack, more of a combustible one.
Yes.
What are you trying to allude to there, sir?
We go in fire blazing.
I think what he's trying to tell you is, would you be willing to go into the room and set the curtains on fire?
Well, I mean, we could probably do something of that kind.
I don't think he believes that you can.
Oh, well, the problem is the monkeys. There's lots of monkeys in there.
If I go in there, the curtain.
If I set the curtain on fire, the monkeys are gonna come out and be all like, "Oh!"
But you're a mighty dragon, not a mighty monkey.
I believe if you set the curtains on fire, they will be preoccupied with putting themselves out to be concerned with you. And after all, we did give you a meal, so I feel like you owe us to do us this small courtesy.
Courtesy.
Shut up, Cadbury.
No, that was Phil. I can't help it.
Meta knowledge again. Here we go.
Here, the Bramble Bash, or the Bramble Rashers, the two kobolds, Pip and Zarf, go and have a little conference among themselves over in the corner. They just run over here, and they start chatting back and forth and talking about different things. And finally, they come back up over to you, and they say, let me read this. They say, "We would love to do this thing for you, but first I need to run back to my horde." And so Zarf runs back to his dragon horde, and he brings a bottle of Alchemist Fire with him. And it's a lesser bottle of Alchemist Fire. It's something that Zarf has been using to bolster his fire attacks, because he is really just a very weak little kobold and can't do a whole lot. And so he gives you 2 bottles of Alchemist Fire. And he kind of sets them down on the ground before you, and he says, "All right, here you go, guys. If you were to throw these at the curtains, then it will be as though I set them ablaze without me having to be in the room. Hurrah!"
Right.
Hurrah, indeed. Who's taking them?
Would this be? Well, I have a question.
Yeah.
If I rolled, I could do it. If I rolled, I could do it because I think I'm fairly good on my stealth. Would I be able to sneak in the room possibly?
Sure. You
All
sure
right, I like to
Sneaking
try
is
that.
good.
All right, so I need to walk over there and grab one of those.
All right, so you can grab one, and that'll be a good test to see if it breaks you.
So you want me to just click on it?
Yeah, click on it. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Hey, I can still get to your inventory.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Hurrah!
all right. So I'm going to we're going to the middle hall or this one to the right.
The one to the right, ping's not
This
on.
one?
Yeah, the one you're in right now is the hall that they're in. All right.
Okay.
Let's look at, because it's the first time they're really trying to stealth here. Let's look at the stealth rules real quick, because I want to make sure everybody is clear on what is actually happening in stealth. And I've got to pull that up real fast.
No worries.
Which that's a good idea. By the way, I just saw what you said in chat there. What was I looking at? Oh yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah. What?
I was talking to
Yeah.
Finiana.
Oh.
Send me a message in Discord. So to know about stealth, you got to understand the different levels of being visible in the thing. So right now you're trying to sneak. You attempt to move to another place, becoming or staying undetected. You stride. You can only go half your speed. You sneak while burrowing, climbing, flying, swimming. Instead of trying, you have the corresponding movement type. Always half it. If you're already undetected by a creature and it's impossible for that creature to observe you, then the observer is blinded, or they're blind or whatever. Then you get only a critical failure will break your sneak. If you are able to be seen, then even a failure will cause them to see you. Now, because they're up in the curtain, and the way that the rule is, I'm going to say they cannot see you, and you can remain undetected. So you're going to have to roll against their perception DC, which is their perception modifier plus 10. And if they sense you and see you, then we'll let you know what happens then.
Okay.
I will point out that you're going to also have to roll a sneak on opening the door.
Just so I don't alert them. With
Just
the
so you
door.
don't alert them by opening the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow him down this hallway
Okay.
to the door.
Okay.
We should probably move as a big group.
So before I do that, I would like to switch to. I guess I'm going to need my sword at this point because I'm going to be the first man in the door. So can I do? Is Axiom allowed to do that before we enter combat?
Yeah. Outside of combat, you can do however you want.
Okay.
So you've got your sword in one hand, and
I've got my sword in one hand and the alchemist fire in the other, I guess.
Okay.
So I need to roll a sneak to the door, I guess.
So you're up at the door. So roll me a stealth check.
All right, here we go, boys. Let's see if the stealth check was worth everything that I paid for it.
Many Bothans pay
And
for their lives with
as
us.
you open the door, I didn't mean to lock it. As you open the door, you peer in and you look around the room, but you don't hear anything. You don't sense any movement. You don't feel like it's happened. You do see that there are pieces of furniture still intact, but hanging from the ceiling's rafters in the center of the room is a strange structure made of ripped and knotted curtains. It looks kind of like a jungle gym, all tied up, knots all over the place, but you don't see or sense or hear any creatures.
Okay. At this point, I'd like to throw the alchemist fire at the structure if it's possible.
All right, let me see what the range is on that real quick. Light so exposed to air. All right. So 5, 10, 15, 20. I think you're going to need to take at least a step into the room to get range on that.
But I've got to run on those stealth checks. I'm trying to remain hidden at this point.
Right.
Okay. Stealth check. Here we go.
And so yeah, you sneak up a couple of spaces into the room, or a couple, I guess 10 or 15 feet into the room, and
So
I'll take one more, and that'll get you definitely in range. And you throw the alchemist fire, and the way the alchemist fire works is it just, when it hits the ground and is exposed to the air, it ignites. So as you throw it over there,
Are you throwing it at the ceiling or the floor, or because I thought it was all up on the ceiling?
well, I was just my intent was to throw it at the curtains.
The curtains run from the floor
yeah,
to the
they run
ceiling.
all the way down to the floor.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So you throw it over there, and it bursts into flames, and it's gonna call these 3 monkeys out. They come jumping down, but they are gonna take D6, D8. 1 D8 fire damage.
Nice.
And we're going to let all 3 of them take that 1d8 fire damage. So roll me a 1d8.
What am I? What?
You can just click the damage button in the alchemist
Okay.
fire.
Sure. The damage button.
Yep.
Okay. The first one.
The one that says damage.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And so they're going to take 6 damage each. And 7 damage each. Yes, thank you. So they all take 7 damage. Let me double check something real quick. Yeah, no resistance. Okay, so they jump down. They are bouncing around on fire. They're also going to have persistent fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
So what that means is at the end of their turn, once we enter into combat, at the end of their turn, they are going to take another point of fire damage unless they can roll a fortitude save to stop it. That fortitude save being not told to me. Haha, love it.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! But the curtains are also now on fire, and are going to keep being on fire. So these guys are going to all jump off the curtains towards you, and we are going to go into combat.
Here we go.
And I'm going to assume that you guys down here also want to go ahead and be in combat.
Hey, might as well.
I hate with the 19 there, Lorak.
I already used up all my good rolls for the night.
Where's
Where's Alec? Alec's still over in there, and we left him
He's
in
still
the...
checking out the fort.
I'll bring him back over.
He's back admiring the painting.
It's in Cadbury's backpack.
Yeah.
In his mind. He was admiring it in his mind.
Right.
There you go. All right, so let's jump into combat. We'll throw on some battle music. That's not very good battle music. I'm on to this one.
Feels kind of Phantom of the Operation.
Yeah. That was like Castlevania music.
Well, that was a little better. All right. So here we are in battle. And so as these monkeys come down, Lorak was already prepared for them. He knew that something was going to come out of those curtains. They already look pretty hurt. But they come out and they are not happy because not only is, their house burning, or not only are they hurt and singed and going to take some more damage, but also their house is on fire. So they're kind of screeching and screaming. And Lorak, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna say it's been 10 minutes, right? Since.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna use Draconic Rage, since that will make me immune to fire. At least that's the way that I read it. I think that is correct. It says Raging Resistance. You resist piercing damage and the damage type of your Dragon's Breath weapon.
We need to see what that resistance is, because I'm sure it's not complete total resistance.
That's what I thought, but I was like, maybe it's just fire damage, like from weapons.
Dragon. Well, I'm saying there should be probably a number that goes along with it.
Right.
Dragon Instinct.
100%.
Yeah, Draconic Dragon Instinct. Yeah. It's the very last thing. Raging Resistance.
You resist piercing damage and the damage type of your Dragon's Breath weapon.
Which is fire.
But it doesn't say by how much.
Right.
Roll a resistance check.
You know what? For right now, we're just gonna have it, even though I'm sure that it's probably less than that.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
But for right now, we'll just call it half.
It says, if you have resistance to a type of damage, each time you take that type of damage, you reduce the amount of damage you take by the listed amount.
Right, and you don't have a listed amount.
There's no listed amount. Does this mean the barbarian's completely immune? You gain Raging Resistance at 9th level. Okay, so I don't have that yet.
Okay, so there you go. That's why we don't know.
Gotcha.
Perfect.
Cool.
So
I'm still gonna go Draconic.
Yeah. Good job. So you burst. So Lorak looks and sees them jumping out of the thing, and so he burst into flames, yelling and screaming, and then immediately cutting off. And then what?
I'm gonna sudden charge the monkey right in front of me here.
All right. So you run at breakers.
Shock the monkey.
And
it's break easy.
I'm gonna take a swing.
Nice. And so you take a big swing at him, and after running up, you just... But he is agile and ducks right out of your way. And that is going to be your turn, because that's all your actions, right? Because sudden charge is 2 actions.
Yep.
Oh, you found an in combat button.
I just clicked the right arrow on the combat tracker.
Ah, that'll do it. All right, so now it is Breaky Z's turn. And he starts just jumping around crazy. He's screaming. But I want you guys to recognize that these aren't just monkeys. These are
Monkey warriors.
monkey
Super.
warriors. Let me show you this character artwork real quick. Like this is a monkey that's wearing pants and jewelry and has got weapons in his hands. Like this isn't just your everyday average monkey, and you can
Average Joe monkey.
It's not. Yeah, it's not an average monkey. It is a scary, murder you to death monkey.
Oh no!
That's kind of
Not
all of
murder
them.
deathless monkeys.
And so he's got his. He was up there sleeping in his fort, so he doesn't have his weapon drawn. So the first thing he's going to do is he is going to pull out his hatchet. So he's pulling out his hatchet, and he begins to do this shrieking, jumping, bouncing around. And what that does is allow him to be quickened until the end of its turn. So that means he gets an extra stride or strike action because he used this action. And while in the frenzy, it can't speak, and he automatically will fail any stealth check because he is wailing loudly, and he's going to keep doing that now that his turn has begun. So then he pulls out his hatchet, and he just goes to town trying to I gotta target you that way. There we go. Goes to town trying to hit you with his hatchet, and so he rolls and just glances off of your armor there. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
And he's just a monkey, so he does what monkeys do. He swings with his hatchet with one hand and then comes back with it, spinning it around, trying to hit you again. And this time misses even more. Now he is so frustrated that he just tries to jump up and kick you. And this time he critically misses, and he just keeps jumping and screaming, and is going to use his free action that he got from his Shrieking Frenzy to try and attack one more time with his hatchet, and critically hits.
How many actions did this monkey have?
4.
All of them.
4 actions.
So he attacked me 4 times, but he pulled out his hatchet, which is an action.
He has 5 arms.
All right. That's cool. All right.
No, wait.
That seems fair.
Because he did the thing that gave him an extra action.
Right, but pulling out the dagger or pulling out his hatchet was an action.
Pulling out his hatchet was an action.
I forgot that one. So you're good.
Okay.
Wow. That's how you kill the nat 20 right there.
Keeping track of turns and actions.
I don't mean to second guess the GM.
No, you're good.
I just didn't want to take a crit right there.
It wouldn't. And by the way, it wouldn't have been a crit. It would have just been a hit.
Right.
Yeah, it would have just been a hit.
That's true.
I'm gonna quick draw my sword and strike this monkey right here in front of me.
All right.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, I've got to get the targeting thing reinstalled. You have to actually right click on them and target them now. Can't alt click. So Cadbury runs up and says, "I'll take care of this monkey," and pulls out his sword and swings, but Screep dodges out of the way. And probably makes one of these faces.
I'm gonna hit it one more time since I have the last turn.
One more action. Yep. And,
Well,
that was a good roll.
Boom.
But so Cadbury swings once, swings twice, misses both of them, and that's gonna end his turn. And it is Axiom's turn.
All right. Axiom has a question. Can I attack this dude that's diagonal to me?
You may.
All right, I'm gonna use my. I can still use Hunter Prey with my sword, correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
I'll be right back real quick.
Okay.
All right. Axiom's going to attack this monkey here with the sword in hand.
Did you do hunt prey?
I did.
All right. So that's one action is hunting prey.
Okay. So here we go with the long sword strike.
and you just do miss.
I feel like it's not true, but all right. I got one more. I got one more strike left in me. That's why I like to use the doggone bow.
And this time you swing and nearly fall over. And you think to yourself, "Oh, I wish I had practiced with the sword more."
Yes, all these things are correct. That's it for me.
All right, and it is one of the other monkey's turns, and it just happens to be this one over here in the corner, and he is going to pull out his hatchet, first action, and then is going to swing at Cadbury.
Please don't hit the painting. Please don't hit the painting.
And gets a solid hit on Cadbury for 9 damage. And so he's going to go ahead and do that. Oh, wait. Who got that damage? Zort doesn't need that damage. You get that back. There we go. And then he is going to attack Cadbury one more time using his final thing and his final action, and is going to hit again, dealing 7 more damage to Cadbury. And so the monkey jumps up and he rips his hatchet off of his belt and he just swat and leaves Cadbury in a very, very rough state.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to be the end of his turn. And it is Sorali's turn.
Let's guess.
What am I going to do?
His shield's up first.
Exactly. Because I always have to cast shield. And the next thing I'm going to do with my last 2 actions is cast Forbidding Ward on Alec.
Okay.
So I don't even know where that's at. There it is. So I got to target him.
No, I think you just have to tell me that. And
Okay, yep.
What does that do again? Don't you have to pick a target that he is warded against?
Yeah, and it's monkey people.
But you have to pick a specific target.
How about the one that's not been attacked yet? What's his name? We'll go with Screep. So I'll target.
Screep? All right, Screep.
Yep.
Cool. And that's going to be all of your turn. And then it's Alec's turn. And so he is going to run up. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 1 movement. And then he's going to get... I think he can do from right there. He's going to draw one of his javelins, his last javelin, and is going to throw it at Screep. And so he runs up, and what's going on? Come back, Cadbury.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Jeez.
Yeah. So he throws his javelin, and it is a hit. And so he's going to do 10 damage to Screep. Screep. It's a Screep. And I'm going to tell you, that javelin looks like it is the only thing that is holding that monkey up.
Fair enough. Skewered monkey.
And that is the end of Alec's turn. And next up is Finiana.
So the only monkey I can see is the one directly to the north of Cadbury, and you said he is only being held up by the skewer?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So let me see. I have a movement
And,
speed
and
of.
by that I mean he's still breathing, but
Oh, okay.
not by much.
So I'm gonna move to here, and I'm going to cast Magic Missile.
Okay.
I'm gonna use one shot on the one north of Cadbury, and is the one north of Lorac still alive?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. And so 2 on the one north of Lorac, 1 on the one north of Cadbury. So the one north of Cadbury.
And you deal 5 damage to each.
Oh,
of them.
actually, sorry. I can only.
Because you moved, so you can only do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you want me to roll again for the second magic missile?
I don't think so. I think
Just-
you roll.
just damage?
I think you roll once,
Okay. That's
and
fine.
for all of them.
You
Let me-
choose
let me
the
reread
target
this.
individually.
You choose your targets individually. If you shoot more than one missile at the same target, combine the damage before applying the bonuses or penalties.
Right.
But you shot each of them.
All right. Cool. And I'm going to say.
And
Cadbury, get that painting out of there.
So as your magic missiles come zooming over and around and through all the different places, it catches the monkey Screep square in the face, and he falls. Oh, I don't have that anymore. All right, so it'll just have to be this, and he falls. Never to Screep again.
He screeped out.
Scrape in the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, he is Screep in the bottom of the barrel. I like it. And your magic missile hits the other. Oh, what is that? Oh, Breakers or Break Easy, and he is very hurt and very upset about it. As it goes back now to the top of the line, you see that the fire is spreading.
Oh, that's not gonna be good.
And
Who the deal is that?
And Break and Zort are going to both take 1 fire damage. Somebody deal 1 damage to them.
Just any damage roll?
And they are going to roll for. I just dealt it to them because
Okay.
it's just 1 persistent fire damage, so I just took it off. And they're going to roll a fortitude save each. He is still on fire, and Zort is now no longer on fire. And then it is Lorac's turn.
I am going to take a swing at the one that I missed initially,
Okay.
right above me. Breaks. Breaks is. Really?
And so you pull out your axe again, and you take a swipe, and you miss,
And I swing again.
and
I
you miss again.
Are you serious? One more time? Okay.
And this time you miss so hard, and they
Uh,
want new dice.
yeah.
So Lorac's turn. He goes and he says, "Roar!" But he's not really trying to see what the monkey's doing because he's very worried about the fire that is continuing to grow behind him.
Yep. Swing and a miss. That's it.
All right, and now it is Breek's turn, and he is going to retaliate against the one that keeps trying to hit him. Using his hatchet that he had already pulled out. And he takes a swing, and Lorac just does dodge out of the way. And so he swings again. Nothing. And it's like these guys are having a dance, going back and forth. Both of them swinging their axes at each other. The monkey with a small little hatchet, and Lorac with his great axe +1. Neither of them able to land anything, and that is going to be Break's turn. Reek is.
I can hit this one, right?
Sure.
Well, I can. I don't know if I will.
You are allowed to attempt to hit that one. And you do not.
Alright. I'm gonna take one more swing.
And you do not again.
I'm just gonna...
It's gonna run away.
My rolls are crap. I have to.
There you go.
Yes, that's why you're running away. All right, so that was Cadbury's turn, and then it is Axiom's turn.
So if, all right, I think Axiom's gonna. Well, that one dude I've targeted is already dead.
Correct.
So I'm gonna hunt prey. This guy.
Okay.
And I guess I need to move here, right? Let's see. Here? Wait a minute.
And you can cross over the dead body now. But you want to be careful of the fire that you set.
That's one. Yeah. I'm gonna try to. All right. So I've got one move left.
Okay. Yep.
So I'm gonna hit him with my broadsword.
All right. I'll use my broadsword. And so you swing with your sword, and you just do catch him. Go ahead and roll me some damage. And you are going to deal 10 damage to Zort, the battle monkey. Tell me how you did that.
Well, you guys always like to make fun of me because I'm a bowman and a ranger, but I do have skills with the broadsword. So as I come up to him, I don't know, I just slash and slash and slash again, watching him bleed out all over the floor.
Really violent.
I'm going to give that to you. It was only one swing.
It doesn't matter. I didn't know if it was a critical strike or not, so I don't know if he's dead. So you didn't tell me if he was dead or not.
If he says that, he's dead.
Yeah.
All right, then I chopped his head off. How about that?
I like it.
Fine.
You strolled up and just lopped his head right off his body.
No, I'd like to think I did a 360. How does Dr. Disrespect do a little 360 blind scopes?
Quick scope.
Quick scope. I
There
quick
you go.
scoped him and did a 360 chopping off of his head.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
with
that's
the
what I did.
scope that's mounted to your sword.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Didn't even use the scope mounted to a sword.
Didn't even need the scope. Didn't even need it.
All right, that's
Yeah.
going to be Sorali's turn.
Not a whole lot I can really do right this second. I don't feel like we're going to be close to out of combat, so I don't want to waste any healing.
Bet I'll be right back.
All right.
Let me look.
I mean, if you want, you can delay, or you can, you don't.
Yeah, I'll just pass my turn.
All right. So then it is Alec's turn, and Alec is going to, let's see, 1,
I need him to
2,
kill.
3, 4, is going to run up here, and is going to attack Reek Easy. So Alec, combat trackers. All right, Alec swings with his greatsword and hits and does 8 damage. So Alec runs up and swipes through the middle of this baboon warrior, cutting him cleanly in half, slinging the blood off his blade and turning to look at you guys and say, "We've got to do something about this fire." Citadel Altarian is tough, but a fire like this will rage on forever. And it throws you guys out of combat with the monkeys, but you still have to worry about the fire. And it is now Finiana's turn.
Alright, so we are still in combat.
Yep.
I'm going to yell to Zarf and say, Zarf, what do we do to put out this fire now that it's started?
And Zarf hears you yelling down the hall, and he turns around and he says, "Oh, I never thought about that one. Probably some water, maybe, or."
All right, then I'm.
And then he says, "Wait just a second," and he pulls a little booklet out of his robe, and he starts flipping through it. He says, Alchemist fire itself will only last for 4 turns, but any fire set by it can be put out by water or ice." And then he closes his book and says, "Ice, you use ice."
Okay. I'm going to move in to here and give it a good old ray of frost.
Which one are you hitting at?
Probably the one the closest one to me.
Okay,
so.
closest one to you, and then roll me some damage.
Pew, pew, pew.
And I'm gonna say that absolutely takes that one out and does enough splash damage from the burst of water that would come from your ray of frost getting seared, that that explosion, so you run up and you say ray of frost, or however you would do that. I don't know, it's a somatic spell, so you may not have to actually say anything. You just wiggle your fingers and ice crystals shoot out from them, and as it
like Frozen.
Sorry, dang it, I'm gonna say like Elsa.
Yeah, just like Elsa. And you're like, the code never bothered me anyway. the ice crystals fly over, and as they hit the one fire, it explodes out, spreads out, and takes out both of the other fires, bringing the room back into this and throwing you guys out of combat. And Philip, we need to roll a check real quick for you. Let me look at something real quick. Yeah. I'm going to say acrobatics. Roll me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics check?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure we're going to stick around here for 10 minutes.
All right. Yeah, you're good. You're good. I was trying to see who are you. I guess did you treat wounds on Cadbury earlier?
Yes. No,
Yeah.
I did not.
Okay.
No,
you did Finiana earlier. That's right. All right. So yeah, Cadbury, you can heal for 9. We'll give you that. And yeah, the painting is safe. You managed to dodge.
I know.
So that the painting didn't get destroyed.
I was well aware why you told me to do it back check. I got real worried.
All right.
Well.
So as things are starting to calm down, you can drop out of rage too there, Lorak. All your enemies are gone. Pib and Zarf run up into the room, and they're all excited. There's not really anywhere to put them. All right, they're going to run over here. So they run into the room, and they're all excited, jumping and bouncing, and they're like, "Oh, guys, you did it! You destroyed the monkeys! Hurrah and hooray!"
Are you still hungry?
We don't want to eat the monkeys. That's no.
Why not? It's barbecued.
Yeah, they've cooked thoroughly.
But it would not be right for us to eat worshippers of dragons. Being dragons ourselves.
I'm going to take old Bitey out and let him tear into a monkey.
Nice.
Hey, Patrick, I want to go to settings to change my game dice.
Yes.
And from there, was it configure settings or?
Go to configure settings and then module settings, or module settings, and then module settings, and then Dice So Nice. By the way, Dice So Nice guy, if you ever watch this, we like seeing the dice roll. It makes us happy.
Look pretty too.
And it just got Dice So Nice just got a big update, and it's super pretty and nice now. We really like it.
Dice So Nice.
Yeah, they are Dice So Nice. So you guys are now in this room. You have taken out these three guys. Does anybody?
Hey, we should pull out our map and see where this bear is at. I think it's through this next door ahead of us.
We can also ask Zarf or Pib.
So here's your map.
Okay, whatever.
So he's the next room, the next
he's in the
hallway
middle.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't we want to search this room though? Or
But there's definitely two rooms beyond this room that we're looking at.
yeah, okay, cool.
Want to look around?
Don't care. Doesn't matter to me.
I would like to do a search action.
Pib and Zarf, as you guys are talking, come and run over to this door and throw it open and run through and run in one more door. And as they run in, they start cheering and being very excited. Our horde, we finally are back. We can get our things. And they start rummaging in the pile of stuff over here in the corner. And up on the wall, they've got another sign, and it says, again, beware mighty dragons, but it's spelled Mitey. And it's all written in Draconic. Their dragon horde isn't a whole lot, but if you guys wanted to search it, it would, yeah.
Let's search it.
You're searching it?
Yeah, I'll agree.
All right. So you look and you see that on the eastern wall there are some stones that have been smashed, and a little bit of a rudimentary tunnel has started to be dug. On the floor next to the tunnel, there's a couple of bent pieces of metal and pipe, as well as maybe some rusty spoons. This is something that if you were to talk to Pib and Zarf about it, you would find out this was the tunnel to town that they were trying to dig.
These aren't the smartest creatures, are they?
Yeah. Well, it was not Pib and Zarf that were digging the tunnel, but the cultists. They were trying to do it until the grizzly bear attacked.
Well, Steven, we gotta go find a grizzly.
So are you gonna do any actual searching of their horde?
Sure.
All right, so you go and start digging in, and roll me a perception check. So you dig around, and as you do, Pib and Zarf are bouncing around you. What are you doing, little one? Stay away from our treasure!
We're preserving it.
No, it is preserved. It is fine. It is in our horde. It is where we are going to stay. And they jump on the pile. It's a mountain-like pile in the center, made up of largely just garbage and filthy cloth and chunks of rubble and bent nails. There's a few shiny glints in the mix, but you're pretty sure it's just silverware that they've taken from somewhere. And as you look, though, you see one little bag of coins, and so throw me a quick stealth check to see if you can pick that up without them noticing. Yeah, so you quickly reach down and you're like, excuse me, you guys, look over there. And you grab it, and You look in it, and there is a bunch of dented coins and precious metal, but it's worth about 15 gold.
All right.
And that took about 20 minutes going back and forth. And Pib and Zarf are content for now to stay here, feeling like they've done their duty helping you guys get through. But they are going to tell you that if you go back and look in that room where they were hiding out, that there is at least one more alchemist fire sitting on a shelf.
I think I'll did somebody else pick up the other one? Because I only picked up one of them.
No, it was
No,
still
it's
in
still
the
sitting
hallway.
in the floor.
All right. Well, if nobody wants it, I'd like to go get that other one. If that's all right.
Get it. I'm gonna rejoin Alec in this room.
So Zarf and Pib, you said that the fastest way to the bear was through the middle hallway. What's this other door out of this curtain room lead to?
Which room? Oh, the curtain room. Well, there was some damage over there the other day, and I know it was getting leaky in there, so probably some of those frog guys, if I could imagine, it's just been drippy. But that was the bedroom of the lictor. I think that's what they called him. One of them muckety mucks from the Hell Knights.
But you think it's currently occupied by frogmen?
If I had to guess, I would say so.
Alright, well thank you very much for your help.
You're welcome. We're gonna stay here and revel in our horde. Beware the mighty dragons!
No, you're talking about the room to the north. Or to the east, or to the west.
To the north. I didn't realize there was also a room to the west. In at least one of these rooms is frog people. According to Zarf and Pib.
They were talking about not the small hallway that connects to the next hallway over.
That's what that door is
the
for.
room
Okay.
to the north, yeah.
Okay. In the room to the north.
All right, well, before we make that move, Axiom would like to take his bow back out and put the sword away.
Oh, good idea.
Lorak,
Cadbury,
you want to
Cadbury, where are you going?
cut up some frog people?
Just waiting. Just waiting for everybody.
Lorak, how about you knock on the door, see who's home?
This west
Oh,
door?
I guess we're going that way.
The
North.
north.
Yeah.
Did it before you do that, Lorak? Did anybody search these monkeys? Just out of curiosity.
No.
Okay, whatever. Next,
You can if you want.
I'd like to search them if y'all don't mind. You never know what we might
roll me a
find.
perception check.
Are these couches right here?
Yeah, they are couches. This was a lounge. For the as you look around, around, you see that
It has bed bugs on it.
yeah, you're hanging
Wow.
out on a couch that's covered in monkey feces. So this was a living space for two Order of the Nail Marilictors, whose personal chambers were nearby, the two rooms to the north, and it served as a space for the Bramblebasher goblins. Recently, these monkey cultists have torn the curtains, bedposts, and made them into a makeshift trash jungle. As you search the cultists, you find that they've got a couple of things on them. Mainly, though, it is just a dagger on each of the cultists. So we'll throw those out there. 3 daggers. So whoever wants to
Right.
grab those.
Well, when one of them shows up, I'll take one. Haven't seen it yet.
Oh, well, there I see them.
Okay, hold on, calm down.
I see them.
I don't see them. Oh, are they on the monkeys themselves?
No, they're just on the floor. Here, I'll just drag them on you. Oh, I didn't do it. All right, I will just delete these and give them to you the old-fashioned way. How about that?
The old-fashioned way. Crank will be happy to see these, won't he?
3 daggers. Yep, there you go. And
Dude,
that's
I got
really
like 6 daggers on me right now.
that's really all the valuable things that you see in this room. Everything else is just covered in monkey poop.
Yeah, I got like 6 daggers on me right now, Patrick. Was I supposed to have 6?
Did you no?
Did you never sell them because you, or didn't give them to the?
No, the other stuff I had, I sold to Crink. I didn't think I had 6 daggers on me, but
The Bramble Bashers. They didn't take.
I got rid of that. I got rid of that Bramble Rasher stuff that I had when we went to Crink last time.
It's okay. You can cap all 6 of them. I don't mind. You're fine.
Okay, fine. I'll keep 6 daggers. I'll just be listen. I'll just go get paid. It's all good.
Yeah. You can use them as throwing daggers later if you want to.
Sounds good. I still got to go back and buy some bolos. Don't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I forgot. All right, Lorak, knock on the door. See who's home.
All right.
It moved again.
It moved again.
He's obviously one.
What is this music?
And
Sorry, what?
as you knock on the door, you start hearing, or get close to the door, you start hearing.
Are they saying Budweiser? Is that what I'm hearing?
I think they might be sleeping. I wonder if you open the door quietly.
Yeah.
No. He's doing selfie things. Sorry.
I'm gonna try and hearing that. I'm gonna try and slowly open the door.
All right, roll me a stealthy check.
Stealth.
Ooh, die.
Looks like a dragon.
Yeah.
All right, so you open the door, and you see a steady dripping from the stone ceiling has ruined this room, and it's created a bog-like puddle in the middle of the broken floor. Ringing the puddle are splintered pieces of wood stuck into the flagstones, rubble rising up like bizarre foliage. This damaged area, along with the one next door, were bedrooms for high-ranking Order of the Nail Merolictors. The leaky roof made it unpleasant for the goblins, but the perfect squatting zone for something else.
Look up.
Might I make a suggestion? Finiana, would you care to throw a forced way to the water?
That's a good idea. But let's make sure nothing else is going to attack us first. Or do you want me to cast it from here?
Well, I'm simply saying that the frogs are possibly in the water.
Lock them in.
Yes. If you can freeze the water, that might give us an advantage.
I'll give it a go.
Why not?
All right. To do something like this, I'm going to get you to roll me a check. Let's see what check is going to be, because...
it's religion.
That'd be funny. Yeah, let's do religion because he's got a -1. Let's do...
Heathen.
It's funny that my Arcana is so low.
I know. I was trying
doesn't.
to give you something good on that. But Arcana or Occultism, I feel like are... Actually, you know, well, let's make it, because you're shooting ice at water, let's make it a nature check.
Da-da-da.
Roll me a nature check.
Good, nat 20. Nat 20, there it is.
So you shoot your ray of frost at into the room directly at the puddle. Oop, my foot hit the button and fell down. Directly into the room at the puddle, and as you do that, the puddle starts to freeze over. Now this isn't a very big puddle. It's very really just a shallow bog. Maybe 5 feet deep at the deepest part of it, and because of the way that water works and nature works, it starts to freeze, but it's only freezing the very top layer of the pond, and we'll say it freezes most of the top layer of the pond.
Cool.
Yeah.
Looking around the room, do I see anything on the ceiling? I've been attacked by a ceiling bat in the last 30 minutes, so it's one of the first things I look for.
Oh, no, it's completely fine. Throw me a perception check.
Silly ceiling bats.
I was trying to use the hotbar, but instead I'm just going to pull up my character sheet because
Okay.
can't find buttons to press.
Yeah, so you glance in at the best of your ability with Lorak's giant body in the way,
Right.
and you're able to look up, and you're pretty sure that the only thing that is in this room is this giant puddle.
I don't see anything else in here. From where I'm standing.
Sweet.
So then I guess
Probably clear to go in if you want.
Probably.
We're right behind you.
What's the point of going in if there's nothing in here?
Good answer. Good answer.
All right, great.
Zort.
You're
What
still
are you
targeting a dead one. And by the way, you guys can walk over the dead bodies or just throw them out of the way. Like, don't feel like you can't use that door just because there's a monkey in the way.
A monkey in the middle.
That's monkey business.
Okay. Well, seeing that there's nothing in there, I'm gonna go down to.
But
this
didn't we hear a
western door.
snoring coming out of there?
I heard something,
You
but there's
definitely
nothing in
heard
here.
some frogs croaking in that room.
How about shut the door? Did we do that? And then we leave?
We definitely heard something coming from this room. I just don't see anything. They could be in this puddle, in this bog. And they are frog people.
They can survive the cold.
Let's see if they'll come out the way that, the, Groudon did.
You gonna electrocute him?
Zappy zap.
Sounds good to me.
All right, roll me another nature check.
That one.
So you shoot in amongst the water. Let me check one thing real quick. And as your lightning hits the ice of the frozen pond, it shatters, and as it does, two creatures launch out of the water towards you.
Let's
and
get it.
I'm going to show you this picture here. This is kind of what they look like. They are definitely frog-ish. They've got big, wide mouths and scaly, bumpy skin, but they are wearing armor and they are armed. And as they jump out, they let just this absolute gut-wrenching out as they come out of the water. Now, because you froze their pond before they were startled, and that's funny. Because you froze their pond before they were startled, I am going to let you roll damage for your Ray of Frost. But because they were deep in the deepest part of or they were down laying on the bottom of that 5-foot thing, I'm going to give them some reduction on that, but I am going to let that cause them some damage. So they're going to take some damage off of that, each of them, and they're still pretty good for wear. And then at that, we are going to go into combat.
We're built for that.
Yeah, we're built for adventure.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's roll for initiative. Man, that dragon
Holy
die is
cow.
cool looking.
Hey, my mouse is acting up. Come on here.
Some big numbers going on there.
All right. So, Marop,
Sorry, what?
Marop, that's his name. Marop
Okay.
is going to begin by running up to the door and is going to let out a terrifying croak. And we'll throw that into chat so everybody can see it. The boggard leeches, terrifying croak. Any non-boggard within 30 feet becomes frightened 1 unless they succeed at a DC 17 will save. Those who critically succeed will be immune. So I need all of you to roll a will save.
Boom. I ain't scared.
All right, so Cadbury is going to be frightened 1.
I had a 17 before somebody hit my dice.
That's not how that works.
That's exactly how that works, bro.
You've got your 21. Like, it doesn't change once yours has been rolled.
Okay, fine. I'm just saying.
And I believe I've got it turned on that it won't change your dice after it gets hit. But so Cadbury is going to fail, but not critically fail. So he is going to be frightened 1. If I can find it, frightened 1, which is going to be a -1 to pretty much all of your rolls. And Finiana also fails. So Finiana is going to also be
I think mine rolled twice because the first one came out as a 21, and then 4 seconds later it.
All right, well then we'll take your first one and we'll just watch.
Appreciate that.
The second one never happened.
Yeah, Alex got to roll his too. So how he does.
That's true.
Get that man in the room.
And
there you go. Where it happened.
He says, "I ain't afraid of no frog."
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
And then seeing that the halfling was afraid of his croak, Morop is going to lash out with his tongue to try and hit. Oh, he's going to shut the door. No, to try and
shut the door.
And try and hit Cadbury. And so he hits and he grabs and he does some damage. Apparently he does no damage. What in the world just happened? Did he really just roll? How did he roll a 0? I guess
Cadbury disappeared off my map, so only.
That's because I accidentally made him invisible. I didn't mean to. If he hits a creature with his tongue, the creature becomes grabbed by the boggard. Unlike normal grab, the creature isn't immobilized, but it can't move beyond the reach of the boggard's tongue, which is 10 feet. All right, so you are grabbed.
I don't think that does damage.
Apparently, it doesn't.
I think it just grabs them.
Yeah.
And then they need to do damage to cut the tongue off.
Give him a hug.
Yeah. But by being grabbed, though, you are flat-footed to that particular creature.
Sweet.
Yeah. All right. And that is going to be his turn. And now, Cadbury, it's your turn.
Cadbury runs away.
You can't run away. You cannot move beyond his tongue.
I got it.
Just kidding.
Got to roll a save. How do I get?
You have to. You have to
try and hit his tongue with your weapon, or just hit the boggard himself.
I'm just gonna try and hit the boggard himself.
All right. If you do that, it will not release you unless you kill it. So you know.
Should I go for tongue?
That's up to you. I'm just telling you the things that you need to know.
When can I run?
Once you cut off his tongue.
Tongue. I'm going for tongue. Going for the tongue.
So you are trying to hit his tongue. You roll an 18, which is going to be a hit. And so roll me some damage.
That's an Axiom's worth of damage right there.
No, because I have +2.
But you did too.
Yeah. So you pull out, or you have your sword out because you already had it out, and you swing at the tongue that has got you grabbed. And as you do, you slice straight through it, and the tongue that is attached to you just kind of slithers off as it squirts the bright green blood out at you, and the rest of the tongue flies back into the mouth of the boggard, and now he's just got his green oozy blood pouring down his chin because of his severed tongue, and he is not happy.
Alright. I'm done now.
And it is
I keep getting hit.
Lorak's
So-
turn.
I'm going to. I wish that I had that ability that I could like. I know I haven't got it yet, but you can like charge at somebody and knock them back. Might have to get that. But what I'm gonna do is run up to this first frog here and take a swing at it.
Okay. And that is going to be a hit. And you're going to do 8 damage to him. And you're starting to wear him down. And, you know, he's starting to look a little bit worse for the wear. But he is still standing, for sure.
I'm gonna take another swing as
Okay.
well. So swing once and then swing back again with my great axe.
And this time you just do miss. And so you run up and swing with your axe, making a good connection, dealing some solid damage. And you're so excited that you swing back the other way on the back reverse. But Marop is able to dodge out of the way. And it is Sorali's turn.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do, Sir Ollie?
Well, what I always do. Always shield. And then I'll do Forbidding Ward on Alec again. And I'm actually going to have him against the other one. Gretch? Something, whatever is that one.
Rich.
Yeah. Forbidding Ward against him.
Do you get the, you get it? Rock. Good.
All right.
And that'd be it.
So then it is Gretch's turn. And he is going to run up here to this corner and is going to swing with his Morning Star through the door and try and hit Axiom. Or not Axiom, Lorak. And so he swings and hits for 8 damage against Lorak. And because he is able, he is now going to strike out with his tongue, and he slips his tongue through the wall, or through the door frame, and tries to attack Lorak with it and grab him, but Lorak sees the tongue and just bats it away with his axe, and he just does miss. And it is now Alec's turn. And so Alec is going to start by running running up to right here, and is going to attack Morop through the doorway. Alec yells out, "Watch out, Lorak! I've got this!" And he swings at him, and it is a hit for 11 damage. which leaves this one frog creature just reeling. And so Alex swings again, this time missing, and that is going to be his turn. And our boy Axiom is up.
Axiom is going to hunt prey
Against?
this fella right here.
Okay.
We're going to go... So I did hunt prey, and I want to do hunted shot as well. I think. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. First longbow strike.
Right. And so you draw back your bow and take a shot, but it goes right over the boggart's head.
Of course. All right, we're going to the second shot.
Your second shot goes and almost splits your first arrow in half.
Man, all right, I got one action left. Let's go with the third shot.
No, you don't have any.
Hunted shot.
That's right.
No, wait,
That's
no,
it.
you're right. No, you're right. You did hunted shot. So yes, you do have one action left. That is correct.
Okay, well, can't get
Sorry.
any worse.
Yeah.
Third shot. I like how the... Oh,
And this one actually hits in the exact same spot as the other two. If you had been aiming at the frog instead of at the wall behind it, it would have been amazing.
yeah, well, the funny thing is I get a little... there's a little note that pops up on it that tells me I failed before the dice is even rolled. So I was like, this is awesome. That's going to be it for me, boys.
All right. And
Action's worth the damage.
Finiana.
So because I can't see the second frog, I'm going to move over to here so that I can see both of them
Okay.
and give it a little zappy zap.
A little zappy zap. All right. Roll some damage for me. Actually, I guess I got a reflex save first on it. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, let's do that. Reflexes. He's going to fail. And he is going to critically fail.
Heyo.
What does the critically fail mean in that?
Means he takes double.
Oof.
All right. So the first one, your lightning shoots out and envelops Morop, and as it does, his life force just drains away to nothing, and he falls down on the ground and is vibrating violently. And then, have you ever seen a frog get struck by lightning?
I have now.
That's what just happened, and he just explodes.
All over me.
I'm gonna need you to roll a fortitude save,
Who? Me?
Lorak.
Okay.
Exploding frogs, band name called it.
Yeah. So Lorak is gonna be fine, but Alec is going to take a little bit of damage. Let me look at something real quick. All right. Yeah. He's going to take 1d6 damage.
I swear this doesn't usually happen.
And,
Lorak, would you like some frog legs for supper?
I can take that. And then the other is going to also get electrocuted. And he is going to start convulsing and going there. He doesn't quite fall to the ground, but you know that he is going to have to take more electric damage later on, because it causes persistent damage on crit, correct?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, I thought.
I think it would say it in this little explanation here.
Okay, well then he is definitely hurt and not happy about it, as it comes back up to Cadbury the Coward's turn.
That's very, you know what?
Bravely brave Cadbury ran away.
And because it's your turn, your frightened is going to go away, and your grabbed has already gone away because you cut the tongue off, and I just forgot to remove it.
Cadbury, you want to ask him if he yields?
And He did nearly fall to the Battle of Baden Hill.
I'm gonna use recon knowledge.
On,
The fronts.
but you can't see it.
Oh, that was dead.
You can do it on do it on the dead one. That's fine. Here, I got you. What's your nature modifier?
3.
All right. So this is a boggard.
Exploded boggard.
The one that you see is an exploded boggard. And as you look at the bits and pieces of it, you recognize a couple of things about it. One, that it is not from around these parts. It is from the Mwangi Expanse.
Mm-hmm.
And you sense that it kind of has the ability to do a terrifying croak that will cause you to be frightened and to grab you with its tongue. And this is really just you actually recalling knowledge of all the things that have already happened to you.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Way to double down.
Yeah. What else you got?
Lorak, how are the frog legs tasting? Are they good?
He just kind of grunts at you.
Figured you'd be hungry.
Shoots you a look with fire in his eyes.
Alright, that's all I got.
Can I do intimidating glare on Axiom? Is that how that works?
You could try.
You haven't even used your Bon Mot yet, man.
I'm warming up to it. I forgot I had that, to be honest.
All right. Lorak, it is your turn.
I'm gonna stomp past this body
Now,
of this.
you can attack from right there.
I know.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stomp the body because I tried to kill it so many times and it didn't work.
All right. So I'm going to move that body out of the way as you kick it over this way.
Yeah.
Because it was over top of you and I couldn't see you.
And I'm gonna move here and attack this frog below me with my great axe.
Family friendly.
I'm gonna re-roll
Hey,
that.
you do have 2 hero points.
Yeah.
Heyo.
I'm gonna re-roll that. Wow, you are really trash. You rolled 15 nat ones. Yep, so it definitely keeps track. 'Cause I had 14 last time.
That is my favorite.
All right, I'm trash, so I'm gonna roll again.
And this time you get a hit using your hero point. Glad to see that working like it's supposed to. Roll me some damage, and that is going to do 9 damage. Tell me how this goes down.
So I walk in the room and kick the other frog body out of my way as I'm stomping through, and I kind of do one of those action slides, and then come back as I reach the end of my slide and just do the like I'm chopping wood.
And it slices straight through Gretsch, throwing you guys out of combat.
Nice.
Man, you are
Alright.
racking up the bodies tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So we do.
All right. And now that I'm in here, I'm going to do another perception check to see if there's anything that we missed before.
Yeah, roll that for me. Yeah, so you look around and you see that there's appears to be a bottle of something at the bottom of the pool.
Mm. Is it like deep enough that I can like walk into it and pick it up?
It's 5 feet deep.
Okay.
Don't go in there unless you have to. Can you reach it with your axe?
I don't know. Can I reach it with my axe?
Yeah, we could try that. Give me a dexterity check.
Don't you have a javelin still?
Use your crappy axe first. Just in case you drop it.
I
What
do
about
have,
your javelin?
How long are my javelins? I wonder.
I would say your javelins are probably only about 2.5 feet long.
Yeah.
Because they're throwing spears.
All right, so the other great axe that's on my back, because I am apparently dual wielding great axes, I'm gonna take that out and try and fish this bottle out of the water.
All right, yeah.
Where do you see dexterity?
It should be under skills.
No, it's under abilities.
Abilities at the top.
Abilities. There you go.
There it is.
So you go fumbling around in the water with your axe, and you're splashing a lot, and water's getting all over you, and you're kind of, just poking at it, and the bottle actually rolls a little bit further down, deeper into the water. But nothing happened to your axe or to you as the water got on you.
Okay. So I'm going to reach down and pick it up.
All right, so you're going to have to wade into the water to do that a little bit because it's down pretty deep. And don't pick it up quite yet. Let me describe it to you first. You pull out this bottle and bring it up to the surface, and it is a bottle full of this crystal blue, slightly glowing liquid. Does anybody want to roll some Arcana or Society or Magic, or I guess Occultism or Crafting?
I can detect magic to determine if it is, or rather, if there is magic within range that I'm not already familiar with.
Yeah, you can do that for sure.
Cool.
And what you sense is that this is definitely a potion of some significance, but you're not quite sure what that is.
This is definitely magic. It's definitely a potion of some significance. But I'm not really sure what it is.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
It's Corporal Obvious to you.
Stand up when you say that to me, Finiana.
I am.
So I want to roll a crafting check, maybe? Sorali, don't you have crafting?
I bet if you drink it, you can figure out what it is.
Give it to Cadbury. He's courageous.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You didn't actually pick it up.
No, actually, no. You're right.
But you got cooking.
I got cooking.
That's not really the same. I'll let you do it. Yeah, roll cooking. We'll see what happens.
It is not a baked good.
This is not a cookie. It's fruit and cake. So you say, I'll look at that. It looks like stuff, and you start swirling it around, and you're looking at it, and you say, it's not absinthe, and you swirl it a couple more times, and you pull the cork off, and you sniff at it a little bit, and you're like, I'm not quite sure what it is. And you hand it back to Lorak, and you say you probably want to be cautious before you drink this. Does anybody else want to give it a go?
Yeah, what do I want, a Society or craft? I've got Arcana. I'm +5 on that.
Yeah, roll that. That'll be great.
An Axiom's worth of help right there.
Yeah, so you take it and drop it. No, I'm just kidding. So you take it and you look at it and you're like, I'm not even sure this is real. And you hand it back over to someone else. At this point, Alec comes into the room.
Save us, Alec.
And let me double check his stuff. Skills. And Alec's going to come in and he's going to roll a religious check on it because that's what he does. And so he's going to roll religion, and he grabs it from you and he takes a quick sniff, and he just looks at you and goes and takes just a sip. And as he takes that sip, he kind of flickers.
Like phases out?
Like
oh my gosh, he's turning into a frog.
Like he phases out for just the briefest moment. You can see straight through him. And it's as though he has gone completely invisible.
Like a frog.
And then he comes back and solidifies and everything is the same. And he puts the cork back on and he says, just as I expected. This is a potion of invisibility. And he holds it back out for whoever wants to take it.
I don't want it.
Cadbury, aren't you the lockpick and thieving type?
I feel like Cadbury should be the one to have it.
Cadbury,
Yeah,
are you still
he
around?
could.
I can take it.
Are you gonna come get it, or so I can
I'm
bring it to
coming.
you?
I'm coming.
Don't fall in the water.
Is he tall? He's not going to drown, is he?
Can he swim?
Yeah, he would probably drown if that happened. Here, I will. Here, Alec brought it to you.
He's right here. Alec is right in front of me. That's where I thought I was going to.
Yeah, Alec brought it to you. Can you pick it up? Can you see
And
it?
I don't wanna.
Yeah, you're good. No, it's
Axiom would like to search this other frog body for any loot.
fine. All right, roll me a perception check.
Frog loop.
So you dig around on the frog body that wasn't exploded, and we'll say that you found. I'm trying to remember what that frog had. Yeah, you found a more. Let me see if I got one that's not silver. Hold on. Because it's not a silver morning star, it's just a regular one. Yeah, alright, so I'll give you the silver one just because I can't find a regular one. So he had a morning star, and we'll pretend like it was silver. It'll be fine. You're good. So you got a silver morning star off of him.
Okay.
And that's all. That's all he had.
All right. Well, did you add it? I guess I need. No, I guess you added it to.
Yeah, I dropped it in your inventory.
All right, thanks.
Yep.
Cool.
So nice.
Crink's gonna make us some money with Crink this week.
Yeah. So I do want to point out that it is about 20 minutes to 11 right now. We did start about 15 or 20 minutes late. So we're actually a little bit more than that because we're only about 2 hours and 15 minutes into this session tonight. But it is up to you guys whether what you want to do now.
I mean, do you foresee the next one like going super late, or
I foresee it doing that probably.
Yeah, I feel like the next encounter is going to be pretty significant.
oh yeah, because we're
I mean, I have no
toward the
idea,
bear.
but that's the goal, right? Is the
It's
bear,
the bear.
which I'm sure is going to go quickly and with no issues.
Oh, easily. How's everyone looking? Who can I heal up?
I have little health. I have like 9.
Can I? How long do I have to wait in between treating
I have
wounds?
13.
It's supposed to be an hour in between, but you spent about 20 minutes in the Cobalt Hoard room for Cadbury to steal that gold bag from those poor little innocent kobolds.
Don't you say that.
And then
We slaughtered some frogs in about 8
some
seconds.
Frogs in about 8. Yeah, it didn't take but about 30 seconds to fight the frogs. So it's only been about 40 minutes at this point.
But this is a solid place to hunker down if we want to do
I
so.
think so, yeah.
But if you want to take some time now and wait
Now would be a good time.
through that, spend another 20 minutes. Actually, you did some searching and looking in the thing and had to
we
do all
did.
that. So I will say that it's been an hour since you last healed Cadbury. If you want to spend another 10 minutes to do that.
I'll give him some treat wounds.
How many treat wounds did you roll? Good gracious. How
All of them.
How come
I'll
you
take
got
all
Critical
of them.
success.
Oh, because you got a critical success. Well, yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Done. Yeah.
Completely
That's-
cured.
Holy moly. 29 heal. What? How does that work? You get like four hit points for resting, like overnight.
Because they want you to treat wounds. They want you to heal.
I guess. Yeah.
And you only get
Plus-
4 now.
yeah.
It's multiplied by your con mod and it's your constitution modifier multiplied by your level. So as your con mod goes up and your level goes up, you get exponentially more for resting overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is hurt since we've been
I am a little bit, but I'm gonna treat wounds at myself.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, he tried to treat wounds on himself. Unfortunately, that means that you got the marker for having treated wounds.
You want me to treat your wounds now since you didn't treat your wounds?
So one thing that we were doing incorrectly was allowing if we did it per person, but it's actually if you have had your wounds treated, they can't be treated again for an hour.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so he cannot be treated.
Gotcha. Yeah,
the target is temporarily immune to treat wounds actions for 1 hour.
Okay.
All right. Well, how's everybody else looking since that's taken care of?
Axel's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good. I'm not.
How's Alec?
There are still lots of healing potions sitting around.
Sitting around, I thought we searched all this
No,
place.
I'm talking about in your guys' inventories.
Oh.
Like lots of you bought healing potions.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm good.
I'm not going to use any of those right now.
Alec could probably use some healing.
I just realized
Alright.
I never got trained in the skills given to me by being
Yikes. Well, Alec's not getting help today.
The trained skill given to you by being what?
a sorcerer. So I get to choose 4 skills because I get 2 plus my intelligence modifier worth of skills in which to be trained, and I never selected them.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
great. I'm going to do something like that.
You should do that. That'll help a lot. Oh, look, now your Arcana makes sense. Yeah.
It's going to be a whole different game with plus 4s to a bunch of stuff. So
Yep, that's true. I am sorry that I did not notice that.
Oh, no.
Finiana.
Not your fault. All good. Cool.
Sweet.
So
I feel like this was productive.
yeah, y'all did a bunch of stuff. Met some new possible allies. Killed some monkeys. Killed some frogs.
Yes. Monkeys.
Yeah, I like it. So, what are you guys doing? Y'all want to try?
I'm
one
gonna
more?
I'm gonna go ahead and summon up my sprite. What's up?
What is up?
Nice.
Evac Karma. Welcome. What were you saying, Finiana?
Sorry, I was thinking that now might be a good time to summon up that sprite, just in
yeah,
anticipation of next time. So similar to how I would summon a sprite normally summon a fae normally, just as a spell that I'm familiar with. I'm going to call forth a sprite that is bright and shiny like me, and I'm going to name it Tink. We're going to be best friends.
And so Tink flies over as things are going on, and Tink comes no, I'm good, Evac. I do all my own graphics. Thanks though. So as you start waving your arms and doing your magic, and you basically create a tiny little portal, and out of your portal flies a shimmering, shining, bird-shaped spirit, and Tink flies out and says, "Finiana, I've been searching all over for you. I'm glad we are finally back together."
I'm so glad that you found me. Tink, these are my friends.
"Hello, all of you." And Tink starts just flying around all of your heads and kind of is pulsating with light, which I will make sure is set up for next time.
Just hold still for a minute. She's smelling you.
And
I try and like smack at it as it goes around my head.
And hold still, hold still. I am so excited to meet all of you. Oh, what are you doing? You're literally trying to smack her?
With the longsword?
I didn't do that. That was Fuller.
I'm trying to see if I'm trying to change my dice, and my dice aren't changing. That's all I'm trying
Are
to
you
do.
clicking save at the bottom?
I was, but just don't mind me, dude.
Okay.
I'm still awake here, so just don't yell at me.
No, I'm happy with you and proud of you. All of those things. And
all
so,
these things.
Yeah. So Tink flies around and is very excited. She flies over to Sorali and sniffs and smells, and this one smells like cookies.
That was my charisma. So
Tink is going to land on Sorali's hat and kind of burrow
Make a little
in
nest.
for a moment, make a little nest in the top of Sorali's chef hat, and say, "I love the smell of cookies. I can't wait to spend more time with all of you." And then she'll jump back up and fly over and sit on Finiana's shoulder.
Awesome. Thanks.
Absolutely. Tink is going to be a blast. And we're going to get her some better graphics. We threw this one together last minute tonight.
I don't even see him, by the way.
Refresh your page. Does
everybody else see him?
Yeah.
I don't see him.
I did
Look on
not.
stream. He's in between you and Finiana. Or yeah.
Okay.
No, I saw him on the stream. I know he's there. Spirit.
Yeah, spin around.
In spirit.
That's good. Well, that is awesome. Tink doesn't even show up from you. Well, it's all right. It'll be fine. You don't even have to see Tink. Tink can see you. That's all that matters. But hey, good job tonight, guys. Combat is getting so much smoother. You guys are moving through stuff like champs. Super exciting to do all that. I want to say thank you to anybody that has joined us or hung out and watched on YouTube or on Twitch. We really appreciate it. If you see something that we're doing just completely wrong, please reach out to me. Let me know, because we want to do this right. We're just trying to have a good time and tell a cool story. So we're going to keep pushing forward and doing that thing. Be sure and do all the stuff that you do to social media stuff. I don't know what that is, but I assume it's good things. And we will be back next week with more Pathfinder 2nd Edition and Age of Ashes. We'll